Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Salatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya wal Mursaleen. It's narrated from Abdullah ibn Amr ibn As, may Allah be pleased with father and son, that the Prophet ﷺ said, is narrated by Bukhari Muslim, Inna Allah la yaqbidu al-ilma intiza'an yantazi'uhu min al-nas. He said, Allah does not take or remove sacred knowledge by just plucking it out of people. Someone knows something, they're walking down the street, suddenly they just don't know. You're a hafiz, and now you don't know the Quran anymore. You know, you're a mufti, and now you suddenly don't know. That's not how it works. وَلَكِنْ يَقْبِضُ الْعِلْمَ بِقَبْضِ الْعُلَمَاءِ. He takes away knowledge by taking away scholars. This حَتَّى إِذَا لَمْ يَتْرُكْ عَالِمًا اتَّخَذَ النَّاسُ رُؤُوسًا جُهَّالًا. Until when there's not a single scholar left on the face of the earth, people take ignorant people as their imams, as their فَسُئِلُوا فَافْتَوْا بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ فَضَلُّوا وَأَضَلُّوا. And so they are asked questions, and they give fatwa without knowledge, and so they themselves go astray, and they send others astray. This is an essential hadith, because it tells us of the central role of having a teacher, right, and having people. Sacred knowledge is not about pieces of facts. It's about facts understood and contextualized and put together. It's about using those facts. The Prophet ﷺ said X, the Prophet ﷺ said Y. That's not sacred knowledge. Sacred knowledge is the Prophet ﷺ said Y. How do I interact and work with that knowledge, with that fact? How do I put these facts together to come to a conclusion, to come to a religious application of this and put this whole thing together? How do I do that? And so you need ulama, you need people. You need people. People study with people who study with people who study with the Prophet ﷺ. It's not just a fact, it's people there. And so when these people aren't around anymore, then what do? People follow people who don't know anything. Right? And so that's why it's a responsibility for the individual, for the asker, for the mustafti, if you're asking for a fatwa, you're asking about halal and haram, that you try your best to find somebody who genuinely knows something, right? To find somebody who genuinely knows something. It's not sufficient to ask anybody. You have to ask somebody who, in your opinion, is a scholar. They might not be. You might be wrong. You might be wrong. You looked around, and there's someone who has a PhD in Islamic studies, and so you say, okay, well, I presume they must know about halal and haram, and so you ask them. Now, you're probably wrong, but it might be right, might be wrong, right? They might know things, they might not know things. They might know halal and haram, might not. And so, but in your opinion, in your humble opinion, you did the best. So on Yawm al-Qiyamah, that's your responsibility. You don't know what's halal and haram, you ask the Imam of the mosque, assuming that the Imam of the mosque knows what's halal and haram. Is that necessarily the case? Well, yeah, that's what I thought. Right? And so you've done your obligation. You've done your obligation. It's the obligation of the ulama to point out, this person knows something, this person does not know anything, do not ask him questions. He's a mubtada', he's got problems in his methodology, he's got problems in all sorts of things, right? It's not the individual's responsibility to do that. But you work within the realm that you have. You say, as far as I know, I'm asking somebody who knows something, alhamdulillah, I fulfill my obligation. But I've heard that this guy has like funny answers. Let's go and ask him just for the fun of it. Oh, his answer agreed with what I thought. I'll go with that. That's called, that's not being responsible. You are intentionally following ignorant people. Right? And so we have to be careful that we inculcate in our communities and in our families the reverence for scholars and the need for scholars, that in each family maybe that somebody should be responsible to studying sacred knowledge and preserving it, and the need to refer and to defer to them in issues of religion. You can learn more about this topic and any other religious disciplines or topics at Kiflayn.com.